What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Williams. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Short pass brought in, and he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. The gun. Here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, set now, first and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second and 10 now, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
To the air yet again, Williams. And he'll score! Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the second or third catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly one series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Raheem Blackshear now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And it's a nice game, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. He got him very close. 4 yards there, but it's 4th and goal at the 2. The Browns. Let's take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. They'll go. It's Sanders. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is going to be Browns football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. That's complete. David Njoku. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again here, Sanders. Pass it down close. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Sanders back to throw. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Here's 2nd and 11. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. They are on the counter with Swift. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Williams from the gun. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Blitz coming for Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now here's Williams. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Here's Williams again. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Santos' kick is good, and that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Sanders gonna look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's gonna move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play action, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw by Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space up near midfield. The 30. Makes the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making a 9-point advantage. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because You know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Working quickly here. Second and 10 now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Sanders. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Staying grounded with Swift. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Running with Swift out of the gun. And tackled just in time to prevent that first down. That brings up fourth and maybe a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on fourth down. Off the play fake, Williams. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. He's still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Sanders gonna throw here on first. That one's caught along the left sideline. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's the Browns. With it, 1st and 10. Sanders setting to pass. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air, Sanders makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Putting a receiver in motion. Sanders now on 3rd down. And he has the Cleveland touchdown! The Browns make it a 1-score game before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Williams set to pass. Drops it underneath, Swift. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. First down, Williams. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completed to his running back. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Williams. Hits his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Williams. Complete right side. Burden has it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams again. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. The throw is caught. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Ford running right. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 38. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. To the air on 1st down, Sanders. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion's still pretty good for the defense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They bring Tillman in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Ford straight ahead. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Now facing 2nd and 10 following that false start. action, Sanders. And he has the Cleveland touchdown! The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. A throw left side finds Burden. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Williams on the play action. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to be Browns football.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was out. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. the pistol, Williams. And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown! Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Sanders. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again here, Sanders. He's gonna push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They put a receiver in motion right. Sanders gonna throw here on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
First down, Williams. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they're trying to hang on to the lead in a close game. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, Williams. He's got more once again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Blackshear on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Big gain downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Has it at the 7. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. On is Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run now with Swift. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They run with Swift. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Williams from the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
First down, here's Swift. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Williams will look to throw. That one's complete, right side. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They've got first down from the 31. Now an inside handoff to Swift. That played good for looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 24. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results. They needed enough to keep this drive moving.
Working inside the red zone. They set up the screen here to Swift. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Blackshear on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Caught him across the call for our officials. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. of the gun, here's Sanders. He throws a bullet to the and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. This is Swift, and they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Hand off to the tight end. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears moments away from win number 12. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff running right. Here's Swift. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Gonna be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here. So the Bears come away with a win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.
And bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached.